Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Dick Pritchard from Columbus, Ohio, and you are listening to our CTFO Rockstar Team Training for March the 15th, 2020. Hope you've all had a great week. For you new folks, CTFO is a nutritional products and wellness company. It was founded by these three guys that you see on your screen if you're watching online. If you're not, their names are Steve and Stuart Finger, two brothers, and Michael Kahn. I have known Stuart and Michael for 10 years now. They're great people, completely honest and above board. I met Steve about 6 months ago, just as honest as his brother Stuart. I have great respect for these guys. They're completely transparent. They created this company for people like you and me. They pay themselves as distributors just like us. They do not receive any corporate bonuses or salaries. One of the reasons I like this company. Okay, we made some great progress this week. We signed up 229 new members. 37 of those came in for free by mail from our various postcards, flyers, letters, whatever. I'll give you a little more breakdown on that in just a minute. Our 31-day team sales volume up again, $71,385. Our weekly team sales volume so far, week is not quite over yet, $14,672. That's a good week. Of course, we want that number to be higher, but that's a good week. I have no complaints about that. Our total members now stand at 36,390. Yes, I know a whole lot of those folks joined, never did anything, and never bought anything and all of that, but that's what happens when you let people sign up for free online and you never kick them out. That's the thing. The company never kicks you out for not buying product. Now, you can get kicked out if you break the rules, but not for failure to purchase product. You're a member for life, okay? Well, Postal Profit System, our mass mailing letter program, we sent out 129 info packs this week. We had 22 auto ship signups, okay? 22 new people came in on an auto ship order on day one. We also mailed out 155 follow-up letters to folks who got info packs about a month ago. So we were hard at work this week, moving along. Well, our weekly updates, just a couple things I want to mention. Text notifications are now live. When you get a new member, the company sends you an email, but now you can also get a text. Text delivery is more reliable than email, especially for a lot of internet service providers. And so if you go in your back office and you make sure that you have a mobile number listed there, I don't know if you have to check something that says please send me text or not, but I just got a text notification yesterday. I actually signed the person up myself. Right after I did, my phone dinged and I got a text notification that person speaking of my phone, I need to mute it or do not disturb it. So that is working. And if you've been having trouble getting the email notices, go in there and set it up so you get text notices. I want to talk today about advertising, what we recommend and what we don't, okay? I've had a long discussion with one of my partners about this. Here's the thing. Mike Swilling is my enroller. He has all of you on his email list, unless you opt out. I have all of you on my email list, unless you opt out. And there are people in Mike's in my organization who don't necessarily like the thing that Mike pushes, things that Mike pushes. There are people in my organization who probably don't like the things that I push. Obviously, one option for those people is to just opt out of my email list. I certainly don't want anybody on there who doesn't want to be on there. But sometimes people get upset because we promote things that we're doing and they're doing something else. Well, so my advice to you, first of all, is ask your sponsor or your upline what they're doing and is it working? Okay, if it's working for them, maybe it'll work for you. You certainly don't have to do what I do. You don't want to mail postcards or don't want to mail letters, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you what I recommend because I've tried most of these things, by the way. Okay, it's not my first rodeo. But here's the first thing. If you have no money, advertising costs money, okay? So if you have no money, the kind of advertising you need to do is word of mouth. In fact, every one of you should approach your so-called warm market, the people you know, first. Get them to sign up for free. Say, hey, you don't have to buy anything ever. If you just sign up for free on my website, you will be helping me out. And some of them won't understand that, so that'll give you an opportunity to tell them about profit-sharing positions if you want to do that. But the point is, get as many people as you know as possible to sign up for free. That should be the first thing you do. You should sign up every family member you have. Sign up your spouse. Sign up your adult children, your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, your aunts and uncles. Sign them up for free. Okay, some of them might actually buy something or build something. So if you have no money, word of mouth is all you got, okay, until you can create enough money to do paid advertising. All of you have heard about this thing called MLM Rod, CBD Lead Store, various online click vendors who will send traffic to your website. I do not recommend those things. I've tried them, especially online clicks. I deal with this every week, where we get a whole bunch of fake people, okay, who join, and I have to weed them out of my email list because I don't want them on my email list. A lot of those things are what we call spam traps. In other words, they get on your email list so they can spam you with everything under the sun. So I don't recommend these things. If they're working for you, great. They didn't work for me, and I've had other people tell me, hey, I bought a bunch of leads from CBD Lead Store, I got nothing. Well, let me say this about online in general. Okay, certainly nothing wrong with running solo ads on Craigslist, that kind of thing, if you know how to do it. However, online really requires strong follow-up. Okay, if you're not willing to pick up the phone and follow up, just shooting them an email probably isn't going to work. So you got to do follow-up if you're going to do online anything. And that I didn't mention social media here. I have a low opinion of social media as a way to build this. I know there are some people who've done it, but I can count the ones I know on one hand. Okay, social media is kind of crazy right now. between the politics and the coronavirus stuff, I don't know how anybody's going to pay attention to your business thing, okay? Mail. Obviously, I'm a proponent of direct mail, but I say use mail only if you understand it is a long-term strategy. You're not going to get rich in 90 days with direct mail, okay? You're not going to build a huge CTFO business in 90 days with direct mail. It will take you a year or more to build a reasonable business, and that's only if you mail consistently, every week, every month. If you're not willing to do that, you're not going to like mail, okay? Postcards are okay. I've obviously built most of my business with postcards. What they do is bring people in for free, and they generally are real people since they responded to a postcard, so that's a step up from the online clicks. But quite a few of them are what we call tire kickers. As soon as they find out they have to buy something or spend some money or do something, you know, they're gone. And that's the challenge with direct mail in general. What I do recommend and what has worked best for me, the postal profit system. Why? The postal profit system actually uses what we call long copy. In other words, it tells people enough to get them really interested and want more information. When they get that info pack, it's 12 pages long. It tells them a whole lot about our company and our products and how it works and all that stuff. And so we get a good response to that, and they come in on a product order. Sure, some of them quit, just like anybody who comes in from any of these methods sometimes quits, but it is working best for us. If you don't want to use it, that's fine with me. It's completely voluntary. But this is a breakdown of what I think works and what I think doesn't work. My opinion, you're entitled to a different opinion if you have one. I just want to let you know because we've had some pretty lively discussions in the past week about all this. So here's my recommendation if you want to follow what I recommend. Okay. How do you build a CTFO business anyway? I'm going to run through this real quick because we've already talked about some of it. First of all, be an active member. If you can't find one product for $47 out of 80 that you're willing to buy month after month, then you're probably in the wrong business. This is a product business. Be a product of the product. You can't tell other people about how great CBD oil is or anything else we have if you're not using it yourself, okay? Number two, advertise your business. We talked about that on the previous chart. I won't beat it to death, but if you want to make money, you got to bring in new members, and you've got to get them to do number one. Well, how do you do that? By doing number three. You follow up with your new members. You get that text or email from the company. That gives you their mailing address, okay? Gives you their phone number, and it gives you their email. So let me tell you, 95% of emails go unopened. Most phone calls go unanswered because Coach Kevin and all his spammers are out there calling people every day, and they don't answer their phones, okay? Everybody opens their mail. So if you want a welcome letter, shoot me an email, give me your ID, name, and username, and I will create for you a personalized welcome letter that you can print over and over again and send to your new members. Now, it does give out your phone number to them so they can call you. You should want them to call you if they want to do something. It also encourages them to get on the auto ship And the carrot that I offer, of course, is 250 free postcards and names if they do that during their first 21 days. So this is all there is to it. 1, 2, 3, and just rinse and repeat. Do steps 1, 2, 3 over and over again. Get your new members doing 1 and 2. Get more new members. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. I also want to give you our Business Builder Pack strategy. Business Builder Packs, if you're not aware, are collections of products that are deeply discounted. So the number one reason to buy a Business Builder Pack is you get a lot of product for a whole lot less money. Now you can actually build your own pack. So if you want to load up on, say, keto creamer or keto shakes or Gold Super 1000 oil or whatever, or skincare products, you can put that all together in a pack and get credit for it. And you need to, listen to the video and so on about what it does for your pay and fast start bonuses and team pay and all that. I'm not going to cover that today, but here's the strategy. Number one, get yourself on AutoShip for any one $47 product, okay? Try to find a $47 product that's a good AutoShip product for you. Get on it, stay on it. Number two, buy one Business Builder Pack for yourself. You can build your own. Get a bunch of keto creamer or shakes or whatever, other products you want. Buy one pack for yourself. It can be a silver pack, that's fine. You don't have to buy gold unless you want to. Don't have to buy platinum unless you want to. Number three, enroll your spouse or other family member under you. Don't have a spouse or family member, you can create a little separate business or LLC or sole proprietorship. Just ask your friends at the IRS to give you what's called an EIN, a tax ID that's separate from your Social Security number, and you can create a little business under that thing, okay? And you're allowed to do this, perfectly legal with the company. Create something under yourself that you can use for step number 4, which is build your own to buy all additional products that you want under your family member or under your LLC or sole proprietorship. In other words, you bought one Business Builder Pack, that makes you Business Builder Pack qualified. Every time you need a bunch more products, and it may be months, okay, 3-4 months in between, but if you buy this under your other family member or under your little business, you'll start getting fast start bonuses for those purchases. You'll save even more money. Even if it's silver, you'll get $25 back every time you do this. After you do it the 4th time, you'll start getting $100 back. Okay, this is how to use the Business Builder Packs. Number 5, follow up with every one of your personals, new people. Teach them to do the same thing you're doing. Teach them to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guess what happens then? Your sales volume will explode. All right, because people, every time somebody buys one of these packs, it adds to your volume. That's what you want to do, is increase your sales volume, because that's how you make money, okay? Follow the strategy. Why do we use direct mail? Well, I don't especially like to cold call people on the phone. I don't like to hold meetings. I've done that before. I don't like to walk up to people I don't know and say, "Are you making all the money you want to make?" Okay, to me, that's crazy. So, direct mail allows me and my entire team to approach people we don't know. A lot of times people will come and say, oh, I've talked to everybody I know. Now, they probably really haven't, but the point is, when you run out of people, you need to find a way to approach people you don't know, right? Well, direct mail allows you to do that. Number two, of course, like I said before, you should always contact your warm market first, people you do know, and then expand to the cold market. Why? Many of those warm market people will become part of your team. Remember, I said you and your team. You want as many mailers mailing with you as you can possibly get. Number three, anybody can mail a letter or a postcard. Now, you know, some people still manage to mess up the instructions for postcards, as simple as they are. Drives me crazy, okay, but it really doesn't take training to put a stamp, a label, and an ID on a postcard. Yes, some people still manage to mess that up. That's because they don't read the instructions, which are very simple. They even have a diagram showing them how to do it. But anybody can do it. You know, a 6-year-old kid could do it, right? And because anybody can do this with virtually no training, that means direct mail is duplicatable. Very important word. Why do you want duplication? Because what you want is you want to see exponential growth in your sales organization. The way to create exponential growth is to have a system that is highly duplicatable. It means anybody can do it, and as soon as people come in, they can get started doing it without going to a 2-week boot camp or something, okay? Because it's duplicatable, it builds on what we call leverage, that is the work of other people. The objective of any mail system is to get more people mailing with you. That's what gives you leverage. Does it work? Yes. Direct mail works for everybody except those who quit mailing, okay? You can't quit advertising. That's what you're doing. You're advertising your business. So if you do a lot of starting and stopping, that's going to hurt your business. McDonald's, Walmart, all those places advertise every single week and every single day on television, by mail, and every other way they can possibly get your attention. Why? They know advertising works. They know advertising has to be done over and over again. You are no exception to that. Continue mailing. Well, a couple of calls I want to remind you about. The CTFO corporate webinars are at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. Just go to ctfowebinar.com. There's something new and fascinating and interesting every week. I think we're going through, Amari is going through the skincare stuff for the next couple of weeks. I listened to the one last Tuesday, great webinar that she did. But it kind of jumps around between opportunity and new products and old products and how to use the products. Great information from corporate. You should listen to those. If you're promoting by word of mouth, I think you should listen to my buddy Mike Swilling's Legacy Team call. Okay, Mike is kind of a, what would I call it, an old school network marketing guy, all right? His call is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. Number is 319-527-2973. Mike basically is a proponent of just using word of mouth, okay? And if he is the #1 distributor in the company, so you might want to listen to him if you're going to use that method, okay? All right. Well, I have a story I want to tell. It's going to take a little longer than normal, but I've noticed in the last week there's a lot of panic about this coronavirus thing, and people even making jokes about people hoarding toilet paper and hand sanitizer and all of that. And I just wanted to tell you something. It's a serious story, okay, that actually happened to me around about 2008. I was still working at the time, and I was in Dayton for a business meeting, and I had just checked into my hotel for the night, and I got an email from family saying that my youngest brother, Tom, was in a hospital in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He'd had what we call a TIA, or a mini stroke, okay? Now, our mother had died from a stroke when she was only 68 years old, so we were all concerned and so on about my brother, and I was the closest one, and even though it was snowing like crazy, I said, well, should I hop in my car and drive over to Fort Wayne in the morning? And they said, no, his wife, Lori, is flying in from California. She's going to be there in the morning anyway. Just pray. So we did pray. All of us did. We were concerned about our brother, and we weren't sure what was going to happen. And the next morning, I was still feeling kind of worried, and I got in my car to go to my meeting, and turned on the car. The radio came on, and I heard Carrie Underwood sing these words for the very first time. She said, "This world is not my home, not where I belong. Windows and rooms that we're passing through. This is just a stop on the way to where I'm going. I'm not afraid because I know this is my temporary home." If you're a believer like I am, you know this is your temporary home. And that morning I knew that everything was going to be all right because I heard those words. I want all of you to know that everything is going to be all right too. Tom recovered. He's in our organization, as is his wife, Lori. But everything is going to be all right. We're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. And the world will go on. Our country will go on. Our business will go on. So have faith and have a fantastic week. Dr. Dick signing off.